Ash now. It's very different than anything I've ever done.
It keeps your nipples hidden too if you have big nipples. How much is that guy?
It's 52. And then how much is the little?
It comes with
That one comes with it. Got it.
Should be as close as possible to the source.
Right. We're in Sam Ash now. I'm gonna find out how much it costs to fix my viola that the boy broke. Had a nice little adventure today.
Yeah.
Right, sir? We went to B&H and I will show you what we got when we get home. Stopped to eat some Indian food, which was good.
It was cool, a little bit.
It was good.
Too spicy.
And then randomly popped into Sam Ash. Now it's time to go home and we're in a cab because we got some big things too big to carry on a train. Well, not really. It's not too big to carry on a train, but it's just uncomfortable. Exactly.
These days it's like you're here to teach me the way that I feel is devotion. Your love is like sand on my feet.
Alright, so really quickly show you the little things we got at B&H. Talk about B&H all the time, but it's a photo and video store here in New York. Can I show your stuff too?
Yeah.
Your headphones. The boy picked up the Sony 7506. They are sound monitoring headphones. He was in need of that. Also some gaffer tape. Babe, gaffer, how do you say it? Gaffer, right?
Gaffer tape.
And then he gifted me for Christmas. You know what I've noticed like every year since, I would say the past 4 years, right? We tend to buy our gifts after Christmas. Have you noticed that?
Well, we don't celebrate it, so.
Oh my gosh, you're so annoying. We tend to, like, I'll buy him like little stuff. This was the first year I actually didn't buy little things for him and put it in his stocking, because I think we threw out our stocking because they got messed up. But we typically buy our gifts for each other. Stop throwing socks at me! We buy our gifts for each other after Christmas. I don't know why we do that. I guess it's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Things are on sale. Anyway, I was looking for a mic, so I ended up getting the Rode Video microphone, and this is what it looks like. It goes right on top of the camera. So for indoors, I got the shotgun foam windscreen. That's what it's called, windscreen. So then this will just go right over the mic, and then hopefully the sound inside of the apartment when I'm filming either for vlogs or sit-down videos will sound a little bit better, and you won't be hearing the sirens, right? It's supposed to help with that. Right now, if you hear anything weird, it's because we have a fan on.
Okay. So this, you only use this when it's really windy outside and you don't want the wind to go into the diaphragm here. So, give me the other stuff.
I love this sweatshirt, by the way. I got this from Dave's. Simple, but I love it. I was so warm with this today.
Yeah, it keeps your nipples hidden too if you have big nipples.
Oh my god, I swear. This guy. This is the new mic. Just put this together and test it out. Wire goes in here.
There you go.
There you go. The mic is on the camera. This is the test. This is an official test. This is footage with the camera, with the mic. We'll hear the difference because I started shooting without it, and you probably heard the fan or some type of whatever, and now we have the mic on there. What else did we get? The boy got a keyboard stand, a keyboard bag, because he's manifesting that he's going to get a keyboard. So that's how he's putting it out in the universe. He just bought the props for it, even though he doesn't have it yet, but it's coming. And then show my laptop bag.
You go get it.
Okay.
Oh, you tell them about J-Lo's flowers?
Oh my god. So these special flowers are very special. They're from
a place where J-Lo was at.
It was in her
and
room.
It was part of her stuff.
It was part of her.
Okay, that's it. Alright,
yeah,
let's go with the thing.
And now I have it. So something else that the boy got me for Christmas that I'm really excited about. A laptop bag. Ever since I got my laptop, I was looking for a bag that was suitable enough, for, you know, to carry it in, that had like a laptop sleeve or something like that. And I just wasn't impressed with what I saw out in the market. And so randomly we were at B&H and we found this guy. It looks bulky on camera, but it's not bulky at all. It's actually quite stylish. I was very surprised. It has a ton of pockets. And with the way my back has been lately and old age, a backpack is better for your back anyway. So this would be great when I'm going to do some work at a coffee shop. I'm going to go to Long Island. If I'm going to travel, I can just put all my essentials in here. And something really cool that this has that I need to research and make sure that it's TSA approved is that it comes with this thing right in here, so you can charge your devices. All right, that's it for our mini little what we got at B&H today. Greetings. I know I look super crazy. My hair is a mess. My skin looks... Let's not talk about that. I'm actually about to step out. I'm gonna go to Staples and buy some gold bronze paper. So I'm going to be redoing this vision board. As you can see, the background paper I have is white, and I'm just gonna start a new one. I've had this one for a really long time. I've added to it throughout the years, but I think it's time to just give it a fresh look. So I'm gonna go get the paper for that. I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else for the board. I need to print out my new headshot, which will go in the middle, and I'll keep the scheme kind of the same because this one over here is like my acting vision board. This one is a little bit of like everything. This is life, this is acting, all on this side, commercial work on the bottom, and then like personal aspirations over here. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. Go buy the background paper for that. Can't believe tomorrow's already New Year's Eve and then we're like 2020. I have some thoughts about that.
Love is as deep as the ocean. Always find you on my way home. Never takes long to recall what I ache for. Baby, now I'm learning to see not to hide my love. You call my bluff like I call on you. And we drive.
Alright, so I'm back from my little adventure. I got whatever little groceries I needed, and I ended up getting a completely different pack of paper than what I showed when I was in Staples, and I hope that this comes with enough. So this is diamond glitter paper. Supposedly this is shed-free glitter. We shall see. I ended up getting this one because the other pack had different shades of like gold, bronze, and like silver, but it was more matte. And I know that I don't want silver. I want like a golden bronze background. And this one was way cheaper. Well, not way cheaper, but cheaper. This one comes with 12 sheets, and I hope it truly is like shed-free glitter because I hate glitter. A little bit better. Yeah, there is nothing there. Hello, beautiful people. Happy New Year. It's Saturday the 4th. Gloomy day, as you guys just saw from the previous footage. I was out and about in Midtown. I was meeting up with my friend Amira. I'm helping her not produce, but like project manage her short film that she'll be shooting in February. So we just met up just to talk about timelines and all of that stuff. I am home now. Everything is a hot freaking mess. Look at this. I have such a mess. I have so much cleaning up to do. I'm just making myself some soup for lunch. Very late lunch. It's like 3:45. And then I'll probably sit down and start putting together a production calendar and timeline and making sure everyone is sticking to what they need to do by our deadline because time moves fast, and before you know it, it is time to shoot. Tomorrow we're gonna go location scouting, so that should be exciting. I've just been really laying low the past couple of days and just kind of like relaxing. I haven't really been on social all that much. I think it's great to take a break from all that stuff. I'm excited for the new year. I have a different approach to goals now. I did the 4 quadrant goals. I think I put this up on my stories. I basically picked 4 areas of my life and gave myself one big, not one big, but just like one goal in each area. It's very different than anything I've ever done. I feel a little bit more laid back when it comes to these goals, but focused in a different way. I'm just excited for this year. I don't know why. I just feel very optimistic. I have this kind of, I don't like to use the word hustle, but I'm thinking of like the old me back in the day when I was working full-time and commuting from Long Island, and how I had such limited time, but I did so much. I was so productive, and that was because I was very mindful of my time. I was selfish with my time, which is important, and I was better at saying yes to the things that I really wanted to do and saying no to the things that really didn't serve me. And I think over the course of the past like year and a half, I wasn't doing that, and I want to get back to that, which I anticipate will probably piss off some people. But listen, you got to do what you got to do to get to your goals and keep your peace and keep your energy, make sure that you're happy. And sometimes that means saying no to people, things, situations, outings, and anything that doesn't spark joy. So I'm keeping that in mind. And one thing that I really wanted to do was just collaborate more with other people. So when my friend asked me if I would help, I was like, yeah. Because I want to do some more producing, and I want to collaborate with people, and I want to collaborate with the right people. And the only way for me to do that is if I collaborate and fail, because then I'll know, you know, who I like to work with and the projects that I want to work on and all that stuff. So I'm excited to be working on that for the top of the year. Christmas Eve we took headshots. I'm sure you guys saw a little bit of that footage already, and we still have to take headshots with the curly hair. That's why my hair looks like this, because I blow dried it for the first time in like 3 years, and it was a hot mess. It's super dirty, and I definitely need to wash it and go back to my curls. All right, it's been a couple of hours. I'm just gonna work on my own content calendar. One of my goals for this year that I wanted to start implementing a little bit more was just staying off devices. So I just don't want to be glued to my phone. I don't want to be on social media too much, which is, you know, difficult and probably doesn't even make any sense considering what I do. But what I mean is that you can get sucked in, and I don't want to constantly be worried about like, did I post today, or, you know, all of those things. So I want to properly plan out at least the next few weeks, work on the captions, schedule that content so I don't have to like really worry about it and think about it too much. It's a form of a distraction. And I realized if you guys don't know, I'm currently reading You're Not Lost by Maxie McCoy, and the last couple of chapters that I just finished, like the last two, well, she talks about a lot of stuff, and I felt like it was perfect for me. I felt like she was talking to me in my situations, and I realized everything around me. And like this one day I watched a video on Adrienne Bailon talking about how her weight loss, and she said something there about eliminating distractions and making sure that if you have a goal, something that you're trying to achieve, in her case, you know, losing weight, staying away from certain foods, staying away from alcohol, all of that, that you're around people that support you and they're supportive of what you're trying to do. And what that means is they don't try to encourage you to eat, drink something that you don't want to because you're trying to avoid it. Like, those are distractions. Those are not people that are supportive of, you know, what you're trying to do. And that may seem like very extreme, but again, if you're trying to achieve something, sometimes you have to go to the extreme to eliminate those temptations and those distractions temporarily. And so I watched that video, then I read the chapter, and again, the word distraction kept coming up for me. And then I was reading something on my Bible plan, again, distraction. And I felt like, okay, clearly the message here is I need to eliminate distractions in my life so that I can stay focused on what I'm trying to do. One of them for me is just getting sucked into social media and getting, you know, down the comparison game. I don't like to do that. I don't want to be influenced by anything that I see. I don't want to think twice about whatever goals I have for myself. I don't want to stop myself. I think I've mentioned this before. I want to execute on my ideas fearlessly, and I don't want to think about what anybody else is doing or how they did it or anything like that. I just want to dive in, and if I fail, I fail. Another goal, which is a very difficult goal for me since I'm on such an extreme budget, is just getting better with like finances and stuff. And so I was watching this video. The channel is The Financial Diet, and the name of the video is CFP Brittany Castro Answers Your Biggest Money Questions. I'll show it. Yeah, so I'm watching this video, taking some notes, trying to give myself a game plan, reworking my budget. I do this like every year. I just like to create a whole new spreadsheet, a whole new budget sheet, so I can stay on track of my goals and be more mindful of like where my money is going and what I can cut back on. But yeah, those are kind of like my little goals, little mini goals that I have for this year. Yeah, that's my Saturday. It's so exciting. I know. So exciting. By the way, haven't mentioned that my Pinterest is popping. Did it by myself, a lot of trial and error. I think I got as high as like 200, almost like 240,000 views a month. I think I figured out what works for me. Finally, it took forever. Patience is required in these things, but I'm so proud of myself. Okay, that's it. I'm talking too much.